hope you've been enjoying the chair stream. I have this chair on rent from Dr. Lupo, but it doesn't really move for me the way it does for him, you know? Chair just sits there for me. Looping audio. Wait, what? Are you guys having audio? All right. So I have a giant list of stuff to do, and we're just going to sort of do stuff at random. This is going to be very disorganized because basically, you know, we're talking to some people about showing them the game and stuff. And I was like, hey, we sort of have a Steam build that we could send you, but I haven't checked it lately. And so I checked it, and, you know, there's just some things. Like it was not at all playable on Gamepad, which was confusing because, you know, I made it playable on Gamepad like a really long time ago, but maybe some stuff, because we did remappable controls since then. Our summer intern actually did that last year, and it went really well. But however, I wonder if there's some file that we're not including now or something like that. And so, you know, there's all sorts. Also, like, you can't really move around very well with the analog stick right now because it tries to go diagonal a lot, and you can't move diagonally in this game, so it's like gimpy. I guess I did that explicitly back in the day because I just wasn't sure how the game was going to go and what was going to be a good idea. It's really not a good idea to deal with diagonal inputs, so I want to put dead zones on the diagonals. There's errors we got to hunt down. There's all sorts of things. First, oh, my gamepad's right here. I didn't even have to look for it. Now I just got to look for how to plug it in. Is this a correct cable? Maybe. Boop. Was your Twitch that was crazy doubling audio? Well, don't do that. Oh no, it's the old USB top hat specifications. I knew that. All right. Oh yeah, that's why I cut the ends off my Logitech Batman mouse, so it would fit in the Xbox controller. See, I remember things that happened. I'm just like Joe Biden. I am sharp as a tack. All right. Oh, did the mic change because I plugged in the controller? Computers, everybody, am I right? That's great. I've always wanted everything to change just because I plug something in. All right. So here, this seems to have stuff bound. Let me. So yeah, this seems to imply that we are correctly loading a file. in development mode that we are not loading in release mode. I mean, oh, here. Maybe I should, hey, check out our new art. Have you guys not seen our new art? Look at the art. Look at the art. Oh, check out this art over here. Oh, look at, I mean, the level setup here is really messy and ugly, so I want to do something about that. But like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't mind it. Need a full screen spoiler. Well, look. Okay, well, for your visual stimulation, we will get all big, like Kanye the Giant. Okay, yeah, the gamepad is not as responsive as I would like. It's like missing, because the frame rate's slow right now due to debug build. And like, if I tap at the wrong time, we don't catch it. So like, missing gamepad events when frame rate is low. Okay, let's have gamepad images on gamepad menu. Gamepad. Yeah, that might be a mistake that's happening. I don't know. Gamepad controls menu. Okay. So this is all normal stuff. Like, you know, you're in development mode and you're trying to make a release mode thing that is better. And yeah. Okay. So we need to test sign bitmaps on package builds. Okay. See, this is all stuff that I put together just today. Packaging, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. I'm just organizing what to do. Yeah, mesh options is weird. Game fixes. Why am I 3-space indentation over here? Nobody ever succeeded in the game industry using 3-space indentation. Come on. I don't know what I meant by level judgment bitmaps, but okay. This is packaging. Look at all this. Diagonal dead zone. That's a game fix. And we'll do some of these, and like if we get tired of some of them, we'll do other things. Okay. We won't organize the rest. Oh, wait, no, this is a game fix. Actually, we might as well put this. We'll put this. That's also a game fix. Do we use any other task tracking? Yeah, probably. I don't personally, but when you're trying to manage people, there's probably some stuff like that. Okay. Okay, what are we doing? Let me go back. I'll be back in a second. I left my laptop running. So one of the things that I have in this list is like audit CSO files. And on my laptop, it's redoing the whole game so that I can see how many compiled shaders that we have. And I will decide how much of a priority it is to try to reduce these based on how high that number is. Back in a second. Okay, there are only 318 shader permutations, which is not that bad. But there were some that were sus. So I got to look at those. Playtest mode enter key is very communistic. Why is it communistic? Why is it communistic? Making video games seems like a lot of work. Nah, you just run Devin on chatgpt.claude.com and you say, make video game, show Bobs, and you get a really awesome game. Do I think embedded systems developer is a better career choice than web developer? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, again, it's deeply variable depending on what you end up doing and where you work, but yes. Really, almost any kind of programming is better than web development. The only kind that's really not better is like if you just go to some really old dead company, like a place that processes checks or whatever. Web dev is a great career choice. I mean, it depends on what your priorities are. If you want to be a good programmer, it's an awful career choice that will ruin your life. If you just want to make money, then maybe it's fine. All right. So let's go look at the Gamepad. Like, I feel like the Gamepad is probably loading a bunch of bitmaps that are not... This was done by the summer intern, right? And I don't know if he did another file for it or something. Let me just search for Gamepad. I don't know where any of this stuff is. All right, we'll exit the game for a little bit to save electrons. We got to save those electrons to buy Melania coin. Guys, I missed the John McAfee coin launch by like 2 hours. I was sad. Okay, menu. I guess it's not in game. Mimu. All right. Gamepad controls. All right. So why did Jason request that menu should be black? That's weird. We'll do the real design for these things later. Okay, gamepad controls. That's the choice. Draw the gamepad. Gamepad texture name. See, this is you can't do this because the packaging system doesn't know about any of this, and so I could just duplicate the things, but all right, so that's one. I'm just going to put a little comment, put a little no check-in on anything that I see. Find. Okay, yeah, like anything with gamepad prefix. We're going to have to really? Gamepad prefix, is that it? Okay, let's see if any other files use that. Gamepad prefix. Control prompts does. Prefix and key name. Fuck. All right. Gamepad code. Okay, so these are going to be all these things. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Basically, all these gamepad resource identifiers, which is what, let's find out what the prefixes are. But basically, it's a prefix, an underscore, and a suffix, right? And so we can also put these in gamepad codes, I guess, or something. Or they, actually, we already, this is probably like left stick press or something, right? But if they're all in enums, then we can automate the packaging system looking them up. Right, so what was the first one again? Remapping menu. So that one will be different. All right, so let's look at, okay, wait, we're saying it's not equal to, etc. Let's go look at the menu again. Do I remember GD algorithms back in the day? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's really sad how there's no such thing now. So that's bad that we have to load this every time. But like, I don't know why we had to reissue the texture compression, because I thought, didn't I go to that menu on this screen a minute ago? Let's see. If I run it again. It worked that time. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so we have all these things. Get gamepad button texture. Keymap user gamepad dot mappings. All right. We could iterate over those. Like, does that rely on us? Yeah, all right. So let me just start doing this before I forget. Okay, so did I put a no check in the other file? So we also, I noticed there's no PlayStation in there. Oh, I guess that's DualSense. DualSense. Okay, so we have 3 things. Okay. Okay, return. We're just gonna. Okay, wait. Gamepad type. What is gamepad type? I'll just do it by that. Okay, what if it's generic gamepad? Oh, that's Xbox. All right. Actually, all right. So we're just going to do this. Xbox, NX, and DualSense. All right. So that's how we do it, and we're just going to say return XX assert. Actually, we'll just array access. Return. We'll just do that. That's easy. See? Look how much less code that is. All right. So now in manifest, we have a whole thing where character select wheel, okay, add gamepad control images for gamepad prefixes, all right, and then for something else, I don't know what, prefix is something, and then postfix is something, string, or S, you can't say string, colon equals T print, whatever, prefix, postfix, right? And then we're going to go table set, textures as true. Hold Hopefully we can tprint and not reset it. Anyway. Okay, so that's great. And then Gamepad code, where is that? That's probably in modules. Gamepad, let's just guess that that's true. Gamepad, Gamepad code. All right. So, okay, we're just going to say there's bitmaps for all of these. Manifest. We're going to go type info gamepad code. Oh no. So that's a type info enum, and so we'll just have an array of names. All right, so postfix ti.names, and then, oh, this is a comma. Okay, so we're just going to print this out. Cowabunga oriented programming. All right. So all right. This might take a long time to run because it's debug build and I haven't run it, and like, you know, it goes through all the levels and does a bunch of stuff, so we might have to search the log for our Cowabunga later. Look at all them errors. Look at all those chickens. No other language does it. Yeah, the place where it came from actually was a cool thing. A lot of people are into REPLs. I am not, but a lot of people are. And when you ran Standard ML of New Jersey, which was a functional language that I used in the early 90s, when you ran that in an open loop as an interpreter, you could like type REPL expressions and it would compute them and return the value. And it would return the value by assigning a name it to the most recent value, and then that you could use that in your next thing, right? You probably could also use the index of values like you can in, GDB or whatever, and that just always stuck in my mind as like, oh, that's convenient, right? And I was like, why don't I use that for looping? Yeah, we're compressing all kinds of things that we won't have to do if we run this again. The problem is the compression's going to be slow because we're in a frickin' debug build, so God only knows what's going to happen here. We might have to run this in release build first. Like, why is loading the levels so slow? There's a video of YouTube of someone demoing a REPL for C++. That's probably extremely horrible and useless. It's even more useless than normal REPLs. Haskell does that too. You mean the REPL thing? Cool. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Haskell doesn't actually have for loops unless you fake them with monads or some crap, right? Maybe it does. I guess it makes sense to have a for loop in Haskell. It just, you wouldn't consider it iterating over the values in order, right? It would be like, evaluate this function for every value. I don't know, but it's probably faked with monads anyway. What am I eating? Pistachio nuts. God, this is taking forever. Basically a map, yep. I think it calls map. And what the hell is a monad? A monad is literally nothing. We're just going to run this to get this over with, all the texture compression and stuff, and then we'll run it in debug build. Because the thing is, we didn't recompile the release build, so this doesn't have our changes for those textures. Our new levels added some. I don't know much about Haskell. That is true. That is true. Anyone written something that compiles Haskell to GLSL? Probably, but I mean, I can't imagine anything worse than that. Well, I could imagine things worse than that, actually, but, you know, it's pretty bad. Do debug builds sacrifice a tiny bit of compilation speed for runtime performance? Yeah, like there's a bunch of things that we do even in debug builds, but I don't think that they necessarily sacrifice compilation speed because I don't know, in some cases maybe a very small amount, but in a lot of cases it's like reduces the size of the output anyway, and you want that because it's faster to not output as big of a program, right? So, wow, this is slower than I wish it was. Do Twitch Prime subs support the cost of development yet? Lol. Lol. Dude, I make more on Twitter than I do on Twitch. Like, I just signed up. Like, I ignored the Twitter paid thing for a long time because I was like, it can't be that good. I'm just going to, whatever, I'm just going to ignore it. Dude, we have to compress 700 more textures. They're mostly level entry bitmaps. But yeah, I mean, I made a lot more on Twitter. Can't get to 5 million impressions. Let me just look up. I mean, I didn't make enough to develop a game from or anything. It was just surprising. All right, let me see. Do I go on premium monetization? Okay, I hope I don't get doxxed. Yeah, like for... Well, okay, never mind. I thought this was December 31st, 2024. No, this is like a whole year. So it's actually not really very much money. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's only counting the tweets from after I signed up. I don't think it would go back and retroactively do a whole year of tweets, right? But we'll see. We'll see what the next one is. How about that? I assume this was for 2 weeks. If it is, then we're doing fine. If it's not, you know. Did I make more than I did out of Trump coin? No, I made a lot out of Trump coin. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Trump coin made me some cash money. Remember, pay taxes? Not if President 47 cancels income taxes this year. Milchik coin? I would buy Milchik coin. How's my fart going? I sold my fart coin to buy Trump coin. I made a very little bit on it. I made like 8% on fart coin. But I made like 475%? Yeah, on Trump coin. I mentioned that event-driven design might not be good. Can I go into details? I'll just speak generally about this, right? Every once in a while, someone comes up with a cool paradigm of how your program should be structured that takes over the control flow, and you just respond to its messages, right? And so event-driven design is one of these paradigms. It's like, oh, your program isn't a main loop that does imperative things. It's a bunch of essentially callbacks that respond to events, right? And like, that actually sucks because you're not in control of anything. And at some point you need to be in more control than you are. And then at that point you can't do anything. And then you just die. Well, you don't die, but you have a sucky program that you can't improve, right? And anyone smart should kind of know, like, wait a minute, that's just a subset of what I can do anyway. Like, I can respond to events in my C++ code for just subsets of the code where I want to do that. So why would I make my whole system work that way when it's only actually helpful sometimes, right? And the reason why people get stuck in these, programmers have this like brain worm that they're susceptible to, which is like a magical system that works in a different way that's just amazing, and just, I'm sure everything will be way better if I do things that way, right? And this is one of those, and it's just a big trap. It's not, like, it doesn't actually solve anything. You already could have done it, and it doesn't make anything better. Have I watched Nosferatu? No, I haven't. I heard basically too many dumb people on Twitter talking about it, so I'm like, maybe I won't watch that, right? You know, if the conversation around something is just too stupid, it's like, well. All right, so we finished here. Now let's see if that command runs faster if we don't have to do all the other texture compression and stuff. I mean, all that runs a lot faster on my laptop, which doesn't have European cores. So, you know, think what you will about that. Out of the 50,000 plays of Dragon Sweeper, how many were mine? I don't know. I've probably played at least 25 times. We could take a little Dragon Sweeper break during this stream. Have I looked at the Beam Erlang Elixir? I have literally zero interest in Erlang. Except for Erlang the Movie Part 2. That's entertaining. But do we need to have an educational stream while this is going? I mean, this is really old, so we're not going to have... Oh, okay. Sorry, we're muted. Here we go.
Declarative programming languages have several advantages over traditional languages. For example, programs in such languages are considerably shorter than equivalent programs in imperative languages. Here, for example, is a program in C. And here is the equivalent program in Erlang. Hello.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Mike.
Question. Does anyone care about the differences between declarative and imperative languages anymore?
Don't be silly. The declarative imperative debate is always a crowd pleaser.
From what I can tell, kids these days are going with what's cool, like Node.js and Ruby on Rails. Let's ask Robert. Hello, Robert.
Hello, Mike.
Joe's back to talking about declarative languages again. I just think Erlang's got a problem when its spokesman is an old fuddy-duddy. Hey, Joe.
Bite me.
Robert, what do you think?
Erlang's the shizzer, but I can't blame kids for picking something a little less crusty.
Erlang's image is stuck in the 1980s. It's the Bananarama of languages.
Okay. Tell you what. This is bullshit. If kids these days don't want to use Erlang, which is the real rockstar tech, then fuck it. I'll turn this video off and go home. Take my 9/9s with me.
Joe. I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, Joe. Mike was just trying to be constructive.
Joe, turn the video back on.
I won't. I won't have Erlang disparaged.
Yo yo yo. I can totally help you geezers.
Who said that?
All Erlang needs is an image upgrade.
That's very interesting.
Lots of things from the 80s are cool. Just look at Fraggle Rock and Super Mario Brothers.
What the hell is that?
It's one of those Ruby hipsters.
Watch it, Grandpa. Just because I carry my Mac in a messenger bag and have great taste in nose rings doesn't mean I use Ruby.
I, for one, am interested in what the little girl has to say.
Yo, whatever. First we have to fix the name. A language named after a 19th century Danish mathematician is about as cool as having a Facebook account.
It's just like the olden days. When Erlang was banned, we had to change the name.
That's right. When Erlang fell out of fashion at Ericsson, we changed the name to OTP.
3 of the trendiest names we could think of. Open. Telecom. Platform.
Gives me the chills just thinking about it.
Okay, that's bullcrap. No one cares about telecom platforms. We need something fresh. Something edgy.
Like Erlang on Rails.
Jesus Christ. The last thing you want to do is imitate. No, something original.
How about Erlang plus plus?
I got it. We keep OTP, but with a hip, edgy twist. Check it. Your language will hereby be known as Outlaw. Techno. Psycho bitch.
It does spell OTP.
Don't know what it has to do with software. What do you think, Joe?
I absolutely love it. That name is fucking gangster.
Yeah, Joe. You rule. Okay, next thing we need is a video that is just as cool as the original Erlang the movie, but speaks to today's programmer hipster. I'm thinking something like this. Yo, what up bitches? Rex here. This time I'm talking about a badass new language called Outlaw Techno Psycho Bitch, or OTP for short. So, you all know I'm a huge Ruby fan. Ruby gives you 15 ways to do the same thing, and freedom of choice is good. Then I realized that's just 15 different ways to create really slow, crappy programs. Then I started using Node.js. I like Node because, as my hero Ryan Dahl says, it's like coloring with crayons and playing with Duplo blocks. But as it turns out, it's less like playing with Duplo blocks, and more like playing with slinkies. Slinkies that get tangled together and impossible to separate. So then I checked out Outlaw Techno Psycho Bitch. It's a language out of Sweden that can be used to build web scale, asynchronous, non-blocking, sharded, event-driven, message passing, NoSQL, reliable, highly available, high performance, real-time, clusterable, badass, rockstar, get the girls, get the boys, impress your mom, impress your cat, applications. Ryan Dahl, my hero, says, we should not be supporting more programming languages, that we should be killing them. That all these bullshit projects are confusing people, but Psycho Bitch is just so damn cool, I couldn't resist giving it a try. The first thing Psycho Bitch kills off is curly braces. Thank God. After a half-century of curly braces, we need something that's fresh. Psycho Bitch uses single character block delimiters, like in sentences. My hero Ryan Dahl says, math is not necessary, that people who think it's superior to curly braces are wrong. But I figure, if math can get a rover to Mars, maybe it can help us write better programs. Psycho Bitch gets pretty uptight about logic. If you say that X is 1, and then turn around and say X is 2, Psycho Bitch goes apeshit. She's like, what the hell, when did 1 start equaling 2? Psycho Bitch has this great feature called pattern matching. You define the patterns, and if there's a match, your program keeps going. If something doesn't match, it crashes. Like assertions, but built in. What happens when your program crashes? Psycho Bitch has you covered. It monitors your code and restarts things that break. It's like the Terminator. You can blast it in the face with a shotgun. It stops for a second, then keeps on coming. I've written a chat server in Psycho Bitch. It's where all my friends and me can chat about how awesome Ryan Dahl is.
I think we're
because
done.
the server is written in Psycho Bitch, it can easily handle thousands of...
We're most of the way through the video, but anyone who wants to see the rest can find it. It is, you know, we strive to be an educational stream. Hey, look, there's our NX D-pad left, DualSense, etc. Look at all that. Uh-oh. Okay, so the left stick left, these ones are not found. Okay, so I guess, all right, we'll just do this. We don't do icons for stick directions, so if we get one of these, skip. Otherwise, continue. See, I don't want to do a greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, because, like, what if these enums change, right? If That's what I was going to do. Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Okay, so, because I think the clicks should be in there. Yeah, it's just the directions. And then not all these levels have bitmaps, but that's expected because we didn't run the thing. All right, here's what we do next. We'll go in there. We'll get our manifest that we wrote, because it shouldn't be a problem that we didn't find some textures. It just means they won't get included anyway because they don't exist. We're going to go here. We're going to paste that, and we're going to go package. Check out my package. So we're filtering out a bunch of files. We're putting a bunch of files into target packages, and we'll probably do a little bit more of that. All right. This sure is taking a while to copy these 36,000 files. There we go. So we might want to do an SVN export instead. I need to think about that. Because it might end up, because we sort of copy all these to a temp directory and then we grab the files that we want, or we delete files that we don't want. And like, if we do an SVN export, we probably won't get as much stuff. I don't know. All right. So we still have a lot of files. We've got material list, etc., etc. All right. So now we make a number of packages that have some fixed assets in them. And then why do we have DDS files? I don't think we actually want those. What the fuck, Emacs? All right. Do we load DDS files? Why? I think it's old that we're loading those, and we don't actually want those, which is great because our distro will be smaller. Or maybe we do. I just don't know why we have both of these. All right. All right. Probably shouldn't put these OGG files. We've got a bunch of fonts. All right. So these numbers don't look totally insane. But, you know, you just have to keep an eye out. That's all. All right, so what I want to check now. So if we go in here, we have an exported version of the game. And Sokoban dist, right? This is Sokoban. Dude, I'm a hacker. I'm using the console. All right. And then we should just be able to run this. And this is what we would upload to Steam or whatever. Do I think it could be detrimental streaming the creation of my game? A company could make a less ambitious replica. No, I mean, we're coming out in maybe a little more than a year, and like There's plenty of puzzle games. Nobody's gonna... Dude, nobody's even made a clone of Braid. Braid's been out for 17 years, 16 and a half years. There's literally 0 clones of that. There's no clones of The Witness. That's been out for 9 years. All right, Gamepad. All right, it's still crashing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy a debug executable. I forget. We would just Soko debug, right? All right, we're going to copy Soko debug into... So I was trying to use these new tabs. Like there's tabs here and they're really slow, but even worse, like it fucking seems to crash the shell all the time. I don't know. Anyway, we'll try it. So Sokoban disk, Sokoban run tree. We're just going to put those in there. And then we're going to run a debuger and we're going to run remedy again. Fuck you. Like, I hate stuff like this that doesn't have good feedback about what folders exist. Sokoban script, Sokoban disk, run tree. Oh, we got to put the executable. Duh. All right. Yeah, it's incredible how much worse Windows is getting. All right. Gamepad controls. Gamepad texture. Oh, we forgot that one. All right. It's kind of... This is annoying because... Oh, I guess in release mode we don't return a Sentinel texture now. It's not great. It's not great. I don't like that we're doing that, but I'll work around it for now. We might change it later. So here we want to go get gamepad main image for prefix, yeah. Get main image name. So we're going to factor these together, right? So we're going to put just return this. All right. So that's why we had a no check-in, so we don't forget it. We're going to go this. fuck is this indentation, dude? I need to get a better Emacs mode. I just am too busy with everything else. Come on, man. Alright, so we do that, and then gonna do this. This kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's very sus. Fuck. What? Kill. All right. Why are we using Gamepad image with Gamepad image height with hard-coded screen height in? Yeah, we have to. That's definitely summer intern code. This is called menu. Like, what the hell, dude? All right. Oh, we don't want Linux here. Wait, what? Oh, I opened tabs in the other. I was like, what happened to my tab? It's because that was in the Explorer. All right. Suckabah. Oh. Gamepad texture name. String to string. Oh, wait, what? Gamepad prefix. What? Line 276. Oh, right. Main image without name. All right, so back in manifest. Oh, I didn't save the file. If you want to succeed in the games industry, save the file. Left stick up, right? Because, yeah. Sorry. Sorry. All right, European cores. Let's make sure that we still see that. I'm sure it's fine. After light fades. I mean, it doesn't look very similar, honestly. It also doesn't look like people will play it, but you never know. I wish success to any developer, unless they're literally being scumbags and copying us. Like that looks like literally any Sokoban game. Is there a reason you guys think it's a clone of this? Is it because there's lots of trees? Or the camera angle? Just all the vibe? Yeah. They have no idea what our vibe is. Actually. We have not unleashed the full vibe cannons on this game yet. All right. So, oh yeah, I was just going to go to the menu. It still works. It's fine. I kind of don't, again, I don't understand why I can't see the, well, I'll do this. I mean, it's resizing correctly and all this stuff, so it's not wrong, but I don't understand why we have like hard-coded 3160 in there and shit. Is like the bitmap 4K? Maybe the bitmap's 4K, but no, I don't know. Well, we keep our render target resolution didn't change that. I'll just keep an eye on it later. I don't want to get derailed by that. So I can go to the manifest though, and manually patch this. So I can go to, and I can go Xbox whatever, and I can go Xbox remapping menu. Wait, why did I do that? We don't want that. We want to run this. Check out my package. All right. So, why? So if we're going to have it be black. Oh, he actually. Okay. You don't. You don't ever want full solid black. So we'll give it a little bit of a dark charcoal gray or something like that. I don't know. Like obviously in the end we'll design something for that. I mean, there's lots of Sokoban games on Steam and itch.io and whatever. So, yeah, I mean, if someone wants to make a game from a similar camera perspective, that's fine. Or if they just want to make that kind of a game because they see another developer doing it and they're like, that's cool, that's fine, right? There's levels of being inspired that are fine, right? What's actually scummy is if you try to compete directly with someone's game by like taking their gameplay ideas and then trying to beat them to market with exactly those gameplay ideas. Like Sokoban game is not specific enough to qualify because there's lots of those. But like, okay, imagine Monsters Expedition demo came out because they did a demo a year before they released or whatever. And that game has like, you can roll logs or you can flip them, right? And then what's scummy is if somebody's like, oh, I like this Monsters Expedition game on Steam. I'm going to make a game that's very, like, it's got the same log puzzle mechanic and the same open world thing. And I'm just going to have different puzzles that suck. And I'm going to race and beat them first. Like, that's horrible. You shouldn't do that. The rock at the top of screenshot 9 in their game. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, there is no screenshot 9. It's just the same. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 is the last one? This one? I don't see a rock at the top. I mean, none of these look like our assets at all, really. So, screenshot 6. This one? These actually look a little bit like witness rocks, but not really. Not really. You mean this one? No, that's not. The twisty rock. What twisty rock? Is this the right screenshot you guys are talking about? I don't see a twisty rock. One down. Did I go the right way? I just clicked. Oh no, that's 8. Previous 6. Oh, this thing. I mean, no, this is nothing like our stuff. This is just stuff you do when you want to, you know, make a certain kind of environment. All right. So let's go back. Whoops. I love how in Windows, I've been using Windows for 30 years. I still can't tell anymore what's the foreground window. It's called Windows. And I can't tell what's the window, you know? Fuck. The fuck just... This is really... These are kind of annoying shitburger bugs that like take way too long if you let them. I'm really fucking annoyed at this because our code shouldn't be causing this kind of bug anyway. All right, we're just going to do the same thing. We have to copy this back over because like our package process deleted the whole folder. Don't I find it too much inspired by my... Didn't I literally just explain to everybody what is fine? Menu, detail, font, texture, gamepad button. Fucking fuck. Dude. All right. Why am I... Like, I've been doing games for so long, and I'm sitting here being code janitor on gamepad buttons because we can't get programmers who will actually work on games. This is so stupid. All right. Draw gamepad button. Draw gamepad button. L stick texture. What is L stick texture? Start left stick. Oh, you know what? I have the no check-ins here, guys. All right. Because I thought, here's what happened, is I thought we had sort of covered these because we did all the left stick up, left stick down and all that. But left stick by itself is not in those. And remember when I commented out the left stick directions? Oh, also, guys, I didn't put the thing here. I got the name, but I didn't get this bitmap, right? All right. I might regret doing this, but we're just going to do it this way. Okay, we're going to go back here. We're just going to patch this again. X blocks. It's like Roblox, but different. Streaming is less efficient than WFH. It's actually not, because I probably work more hours if I stream, just because, like, otherwise I might be taking a break that night or something, you know? So streaming is kind of free hours a lot of the time. There has to be a reason that good games get so few mobile ports. Yeah, because it's almost impossible to make money with mobile games. Unless you're one of these shovelware farms that pays billions of dollars to buy users. Like, the mobile game market died a long time ago because you just can't. The only real way to make money off there is with something like Apple Arcade. And what I've sort of heard, I don't know, I've never dealt with them, but what I sort of heard is that their deals aren't as good anymore. So what are you going to do? How many hours a week would I say I normally work? 37 million and 5. Hey! We got it. Okay, so that was... Okay, so... let me see how the gamepad controls are in the overworld. That was my other biggest issue. Because I had this on Steam Deck, and I was like, bruh, why can't I do anything? Like, I couldn't even go into levels. It was not good. Mr. Streamer, why does it take so long to load? All right, so I'm D-padding around. I'm walking. I want to go in here and go in. Why is it X to go in? Okay, so that worked, and then I go to the menu. I kind of don't know why it's X. Let's actually look at this control scheme. Why is that secondary action? What is primary? What happens? Do I get the thing? So left trigger is this. And then it's kind of broken for some reason because it didn't get small. We had the same bug in this same place the other day. So I don't know what that is. All right. Steven Sausage Roll style overworld? No. No, it is a style of overworld, but it is different. It is different. Okay. So yeah, I kind of don't know why the controls didn't actually work on Steam Deck fully. And one possibility is maybe the file, but developer gameplay. I mean, gameplay.keymap. Let's see how we decide that we're using something. So previous input, right. So we switch off it every time there's a different input. So why are my gamepad textures jacked? And not in a good way jacked. What's this? Okay, so I'm not sure why that doesn't work on Steam Deck, honestly. If I'm being honest, and I am. Where's this guy complaining about frame rate? I don't see his message. There we go. Oh, no, he actually guessed right. Is it because you're in debug mode? All right, that's the only thing that saved you from a ban. Was that you actually guessed right. Did I playtest with PhysX stuff? No. Why would I take PhysX as a dependency to do visual effects. That's terrible. All right, we got to take out our cowabunga and our other no check-ins. And I think we take the W for this. Did I delete the cowabunga? All right. No, you don't get banned for asking about turning off character outline. You get thrown off a cliff. Okay, I send a Boston Dynamics robot dog to your house to grab you and take you to the nearest cliff. Why am I still having this headphone in my ear? Was it ever interesting? No, because those physics SDKs, like, I've still never seen video game physics that actually looks good. Like, it doesn't look like physical objects interacting still. It just looks like a bunch of... well, if you want a bunch of styrofoam interacting, that's what it always looks like, right? But it, like, never, ever looks like actual physics. Literally in 27 years of these things existing, they have literally never looked like actual physics. Okay. Let's go see what else we want to do. Oh, wait, I didn't take the W yet. All right. I might want to do just some simple, just to get the size of the to-do list down, I'll do a few simple world edits. And then maybe we'll do some more packaging or something. Like maybe we'll put all the shaders in a package or something. Oh boy, there's a bunch of level changes too. Uh-oh, what's this? Nonsense white space change. All right, what's this? Oh, that's our that's our falling guys. We never checked that in. Let's. All right, we're gonna do 2 check-ins to separate these out. Okay, this one is packaging improvements. Gamepad menu. Okay. And then... no, I accidentally updated. Now we have to let that run. Now we have to let that run. We're updating for no reason. And it did nothing and it finished. All right, so we commit. And we're going to commit. You can't see it because it's on the other monitor. We're going to commit to the bit. Guys fall objects fall when dead. That is that change. Okay. Wonderful. What are the predicted spec requirements for this game at 1080p? It's going to require a Raspberry Pi. You can't run it on anything faster than a Raspberry Pi. Or except we're also going to do the Commander 128 port. So it'll run on that. No playdate. No, we don't use enough RAM for the playdate. It like doesn't even think a program's running when we run. All right. Oh, sign bitmaps. Let's test that. I bet they're not in there, but maybe they are. Let's see. Oh, I could. There was a signed bitmap on the next screen. Hey, it's there. I must have tested it before. Awesome. Boom. Okay. So I don't know what was going on. I feel like we're still going to have a problem. Anyway, we want keys that invoke the overhead map, I guess. Actually, maybe we have that. Let me run again real fast. What am I doing there? All right. Right stick. Okay. Great. Great. Yeah, I don't know why that's A and levels are X. I sort of feel like it should be different. I feel like levels should be A. And teleporters should be A. Like they're never on the same square. Like when I'm keyboard, that's X key on the keyboard. V. Why are those different? I think there might have been a reason originally, but like, oh, it's because this is X. It's because using magic items is X. I see. Those can be on the same square. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Means we're doing well with the gamepad. Well, okay. Here, I also don't understand this, because, like, The Steam Deck gamepad must have really different settings. Because it's really easy for me to accidentally go diagonal on the Steam Deck, and it's hard here. So, I mean, I can make it happen, but really what we should do is if you're in the diagonal, it shouldn't be a dead zone. It should just keep you going in the direction that you were going already, right? Okay. We'll upload this build to Steam, I guess. But let's make some more changes before we do that. So do we load DDS files? Yes. All right. Well, that's fine. We probably shouldn't include OGG files. Oh no, yeah, we need that for the character dial, the temporary character dialogues. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to make some little... Okay. Let's run the actual game. We'll make some map changes. A little something something here and there. Look, you ready for Steam Sokoban Fest? No, we are not in Steam Sokoban Fest. How come? Oh, I forgot the face cams off, guys. I didn't want to interrupt Erlang the Movie Part 2, so we've just been off the whole time. All right, that's fine. So we have a little holio here. That I'm just going to copy that for now and make it a different color. That's great. Whatever. We don't really care. Actually, we don't want it to look very red. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what color. Still want it to look red. I just want it to fill the hole until we go do that room. All right. There's also a little something something over here maybe. See that? They'll get that later though. Right? All right. So now what? Okay, we got the gap at Heroes 2. I'm going to change these names to be shorter. Where? I forget. Is it on these? I thought it was on the view givers. The name of the zone. Wait, that's for the... No, we don't want that. That's the overhead map one. Oh, we want this one. I'm going to put this back over here. Oh, that's a marker. What? Where's the view giver for... We have one for the overworld. And I hid it somewhere because I made it work differently. All right, this is a marker. This is a... Okay, local area name. Yeah, it's on the view giver. So, all right. Anyway. So we're just going to call this Heroes. And then this one, instead of Heroes Part 2, is just going to be Heroes 2. Because we want things to be kind of brief on the overworld map. All right. So that's what I wanted to do there. Let's save that before Microsoft decides to restart our machine. Okay, this rock over here, we want to be a different color because this blends into the water now. So we'll just make that brown and something. Like the artist can pick a color later. I just want it to stand out. Okay. See, we're doing all the tiny, easy ones. Tiny, easy. Not that sign, this sign. Okay, changing a little bit of wording. We need a Steam Deck control for playtest mode. I'm kind of tired of that tonight. Kind of don't really want to. We determined those. We could make a shader package for CSO, right? Let's see how we. I mean, I don't know. It's without profiling the Steam version, it's hard to know. Oh, wait. This one is a bigger deal. All right. I think it's probably the bitmap. Like when we skip a stone, we do some particles. It's this particles, right? And I feel like it's this, because this is like, might even be an animated texture. I don't know. How do I see the texture? Oh, well, let's open the particle editor. That'll show us particles. Particle test normal A normal. Now, yeah, I don't know. So I think we want to make sure that both of these are loaded at the start of the game. And then contrail, right? So let's see. So we load contrail, we load, it's really funny that that's still called contrail. It's not what it is. Particle test, masks, normal A, normal, particle test, mask A. All right, so I don't necessarily know that we have a way. Lol. We're putting dollar signs in there. Water foam depth target. Lol. Okay, we won't worry about that yet. Look at all these textures. It's just images. This is video games. All right. Cam frozen. Well, look, guys, I don't know about anything. What makes you think cameras shouldn't be frozen? Are you projecting your norms onto the cameras? All right, so in package textures, yes. And then when we load these packages, I could also just search for these textures at startup in the game. So here this package series thing is because, like, look, maybe we want files to be small. Let's go look at the package files and just see what we did. All right, we have package. We got animation, which is huge for some reason. Levels, materials, mesh attributes. So we're not making texture package right now. The goal of these is just when we have lots of files that tend to be really small, we make them little. Okay, we have this texture 0. Let's look at how that gets made. I wrote all this, but oh, maybe that's the series. All right. Series. All right, so see, those are all basically empty. Just like a file header or something. Do we have a prefetch? Not really. Nope. I'm just going to load these at the start of the game. Prefetch textures. All right. So maybe that's fixed for now. I mean, we want to do a better version of that later. Maybe that's fixed. I'm going to condense these. These are really the same item. And yeah, maybe next stream, maybe tomorrow during the day, we'll do some Gamepad quality work or something. I'm kind of feeling like leaving it here for now, but here's what we'll do. I'm going to make a release build. Which will take like a couple minutes because LLVM. And we'll upload this to Steam and we'll try it on the Gabe deck. Wait, that's not what we wanted. We wanted that. For Linux support, would you be interested in having someone else write the build scripts? No. Why would there be different build scripts for Linux? No, it's it's the same build program for all operating systems. That's the point. No, we don't want different build scripts for Linux. Go jump off a cliff. What's a manifest? It's just a list of, okay, so the game file tree is full of stuff that we don't actually want to ship to people. It's got junk files. It's got like source textures that aren't compressed. It's got like Photoshop files. It's got docs and notes. And so the job of that script is to export only the things that we want. And the job of the manifest is to say what we want. Like, what do we want to actually put in the shipping game? All right, back in a minute. Getting some water. All right, I got my Gabe deck. While we're doing the build, I'm going to get Steam guarded and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to have to go into secure mode here. Actually, let's run the packaging again. Did I change anything? Don't really think so, but here we go. Frame picture in the background bothers you. It's crooked. Maybe very slightly. Yeah. It's still crooked. Is it? Are you sure? Look, I can show you the old copy of this running on the Steam Deck. Yeah, you guys know there's things like perspective and whatever. I could also debug what the hell is falling in the water again. It's a perennial problem with this game. Alright, so... we definitely need to optimize the gameplay code for Steam Deck. It's fine. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to upload to Gabe. I'm going to say, hey Gabe, check out my video game. Yep, I'm getting Steam guarded. At least they don't print your password out to the console anymore the way they used to. That was so bad. Like, we used to have to be extra paranoid when uploading Steam builds to make sure. Oh, dude. UPS tracking number. I don't want all this. I just want to... okay, label created. See, why do they say... stop! Stop popping up all the things. I don't want any of that. Check out what I'm getting. Items in the shipment. Royal honey ×1. Whipped cardamom honey ×1. Propolis honey. Double propolis honey. Vanilla bean honey. Whipped cinnamon honey ×3. We're gonna be honeyed up. I could have just driven to the store, but they're like 45 minutes away. Do I have a meeting tomorrow? Let me see. No. Is this from Casey? No, it's from me. It is from me getting more honey. I feel like what's happening on Steam Deck is that somehow it's like mapping the keys to keyboard, and it thinks I'm playing on keyboard for some reason. So like, is that something, is anyone else here ship things on Steam? Is that like a flag that I set in our game?